Phil Flores says he is pro-business.
I, of all people, am not against development. That's what we do.
Flores is the president and chairman of Our Lady of Peace Memorial Gardens in Jonya and questions whether they will actually keep the peace if a proposed development across the street actually gets built.
And above all, they want to put in a leaching field for 488 units plus a hotel. There's a lot of wetland in Windward Hills, on our property, at the golf course. When you have a lot of wetland, there's a reason. It's because there are a lot of springs there. So if you have a lot of springs, that means you leach very quickly into the water.
Wonderful Resorts, doing business as Wonderful Windward Hills Resorts, has a request before the Guam Land Use Commission regarding the proposed construction of townhomes. Land Management Director Michael Borja.
The Windward Hills project is a very, very old, almost 45-year-old project that was approved by then the Territorial Planning Commission.
The project was approved back in 1972. However, the former developer never started. Wonderful Resorts is owned by a Taiwan-based company and hired hotelier David Su as its consultant. Su is the same guy behind the Verona Resort and Royal Orchid here on Guam. He tells KUAM the project involves building 488 townhomes or two-story duplex homes spanning up to 200 acres. He stresses the project is not a hotel and would be a very low density. These townhomes, he says, would be done in phases based on demand and will be built when the time is right. Borja says the project was missing a master plan that neither the GLUC or the developers had in files.
Here's an example, once again, of an approved application that had sat dormant for a number of years, and now somebody wants to bring it back to life.
The commission decided before addressing this new master plan, they would instead impanel a new hybrid commission for the very first time. This hybrid commission is part of Bill 335, which lapsed into law late last year. This law provides a more effective means for municipal concerns to be heard, so fittingly enough, a handful of mayors are appointed to serve on this hybrid GLUC. Meanwhile, this commission is only impaneled if the project costs more than $3 million. Su says the project will cost around $120 million. The GLUC will now be sending out letters to the mayors before addressing the matter at its next meeting on February 23rd. Flores, meanwhile, believes the project is an entirely new concept that's changed from its initial single-family detached housing proposed more than 4 decades ago. But as a businessman, he said he would prefer to see the project scaled down, address the traffic congestion, and fully take care of infrastructure such as sewer, water, and power.
But there's good development and there's bad development. And I think trying to put 488 units plus a hotel on Windward Hills Golf Course is just ridiculous.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.